So to continue the story of my mom meeting my father, um, like she told me that when her husband was at the school, she would go there for lunch and meet him, and that's when she was introduced to my dad, Jorge. And he was a very charismatic man, tall, dressed nicely. He was an only child as well. His mom and dad, I never met them, but I've heard stories about them through my mom. And like I said, the signs were there from the beginning. So my mom basically told me that when she would go home and her husband would go home, he would tell her stories about Jorge, my dad. And basically, my dad would end up actually befriending a guy that went to the school as well that had a little girl. And this little girl, my dad would ask if he could take her for ice cream or take her to the park, while the young man, I'm assuming they were, in their 20s, pretty much, probably still trying to have a good time themselves. I'm assuming the man let my father take her to ice cream and to whatever. But my mom's husband, Joselia, would tell my mom that the little girl would come back not happy, agitated. She just didn't seem right. And so my mom, I think that's where the curiosity bit my mom, because I've always been a very curious person, and every time I have found something out is because my dumb curiosity put me in that position. And sometimes being nosy, it's like, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I was nosy because I found out things that protected me in the long run. But my mom started paying attention to my father because of her husband, Sergio. And that's where the web starts, forming. And I'll let you know more soon.